What's up, YouTube fans? Today I'm going to be reviewing Takara Transformers Masterpiece MP-10B. This figure obviously came out quite a while ago, and I've had it for a little bit, but I haven't had a chance to review it. And I did a little survey on one of my videos asking if people were interested in seeing a review of this, and general response was yes. So today I'm going to be reviewing this figure, and I'm also going to be comparing it to the Takara MP-10B and the Hasbro MP-10B figures, kind of get an idea. I also have the coin here, which is actually pretty cool. So we'll take a look at this guy. As far as the packaging, it doesn't include the trailer, so you got kind of a different size for the box here. On the front you've got the figure with the red axe instead of the kind of orange style axe, and then the gun looks kind of the same. Obviously the vehicle has very different colors, we'll get to that. This side is his Transformers Masterpiece, same thing on this side, no product shots on there. And then here you have a picture of MP-10B, his gun, the fact that his gun fits in his backpack, his reddish colored matrix here, the axe, and then him fighting MP-10B, which actually is a pretty cool image there. You got him battling MP-10. So that's about it for the box. We'll get this guy out. He does come packaged slightly differently from the standard MP-10 figure. You do still have the manual for MP-10, which includes a history of all the MP-10s, MP-10Bs. So we'll get this out and take a look at that. You also have a trading card here. And for the tray, you basically get the Energon axe in a red. You've got the gun, which looks pretty much the same. We'll compare and check that out. And then here you have the figure. So let's get the packaging out of here. So let's take a look at the instruction booklet here. Now you do get the trading card, very similar to the standard MP-10 trading card. Of course it's a Decepticon, so you got the purple background there. Very nice card. It's a little thin. Back when they were making these, they were making them real thin. So this one's pretty thin, but still pretty cool. Obviously it's got really high stats. I'm not sure what this stat is, but it's way lower than the standard MP-10. So there is a difference here. I'm wondering what this is. Maybe intelligence? I'm not sure. We'll take a look at that. And then of course you've got the booklet, instruction booklet. It's obviously very similar. You've got a pretty cool image of MP-10B. And in the background, you've got Unicron. So I think this story, and obviously I can't read Japanese, but I think this story is saying that Unicron created this alternate Optimus Prime, an evil Optimus Prime. That's probably the story behind here. And I've also changed the name. They've called it the Dead Matrix versus just the Matrix. You got his laser blaster and his battle axe. So those are pretty much the same. Not much else is different. Everything else looks pretty similar. And on the back here, you've got a really cool history of Black Convoy. And I'm not even sure if this is in order or not. It doesn't look like it's in order, but you've got the original G1 Black Optimus Prime. You got a Black Power Master Optimus Prime, a Black G2 Optimus Prime, Laser Optimus Prime. A whole bunch of variants here. I'm not familiar with all of them. You've got alternators here. You've got MP-10B, and then a bunch more. You've got a Alternity Black Optimus, you've got an animated Black Optimus, you've got a Classics Black Optimus. So really cool history there, and I like that they include that. You also got the coin here. That this figure apparently is came with the coin. Really cool coin. It's got Transformers, Black Convoy, and a picture of Convoy. And on the back it says MP-10B. I haven't taken it out of this little thing because I thought the actual box was pretty cool. It's like you're opening up the Matrix. So neat little nod there to the Matrix. So getting back to the figure here, really good paint quality on this, and we'll bring in the Takara MP-10 kind of next to it here. So you can kind of see the differences. You've got green instead of the goldish here, also green here on the crotch piece instead of the yellow. On the feet you've got green accents, whereas on the Takara and also the Hasbro there were no accents, it was just blue. For my Hasbro Optimus I have added these silver accents on the feet, but those are not stock, those are stickers, so it's cool that they decided to do that paint application there. And then of course you've got the green headlamps here instead of the yellow. Now this is the Takara version. It doesn't actually come with yellow. It's actually just red, but I painted these yellow. And by the way, I'm selling this figure on eBay. It's a customized Masterpiece Optimus Prime. Basically, this has never been transformed. I did customize it. This is a quick little plug here. I painted these yellow to match the Hasbro. I also changed out the eyes. You can see the blue eyes from a Hasbro MP-10 figure. And then I also painted these rear tail lights red. So this is actually on sale right now on eBay. I'll maybe put a link to the listing. If anyone's interested in purchasing that figure, you can go ahead and take a look at that. But that's about it for the differences between these two figures. Oh, sorry. You also have the red tinted windows instead of these light blue tinted windows. But other than that, pretty much a very, very similar figure as far as paint. Obviously, he's black. But yeah, very similar. I do like the paint applications on this. It looks like the arms are actually painted black versus on the original Takara, it's a molded red plastic. But on this guy, it looks like the whole arm, except for this middle part here, which is plastic, is actually painted. This is painted, and I think this is tampoed on. So it's nice that you get that extra paint. I think on the legs, on the feet too, you've got black paint on these die-cast metal feet. So really, really well done, really nice paint applications on this guy. Now, as far as the weapons are concerned, you do get a very different, Energon axe here. And we'll also get out the original Energon axe. And it kind of looks thicker. It's hard to explain, but the plastic for one, it doesn't rotate. This looks like it's just glued in there solid, whereas this one kind of rotates and comes out actually. But the plastic itself seems like it's thicker, and I can't actually validate that, but it just feels thicker. It's harder. It's a harder plastic, and it also it fits much better than the original. This one kind of had some issues going on to his arm. It never really had a good fit. You know, it's a little bit snug. Now it's probably weathered over time, but it's always been a little bit snug. So there you have the Energon axis. And as far as his gun, take a look and compare the guns. There really doesn't seem to be, sorry, wrong side. There really doesn't seem to be any difference at all with the guns. So it looks like an exact reproduction. So not much to talk about there. We'll just move on. But yeah, you can put the gun in the hand just like the original figure, and it tabs in very nicely, very nice and secure. And there you have MP-10B alongside of Takara MP-10. Very, very nice figure. Alright, so we'll get this guy transformed into vehicle mode and do the comparison there. Like I said, he doesn't come with a trailer, so we'll just be looking at the cab. Alright guys, we're back from transforming these guys. I did leave out the matrices, so I wanted to go over those. We got the Hasbro matrix over here and the Takara MP-10B over here. Obviously very different colors. This one had a kind of a gold with a blue gem in the middle. This is a kind of a gray with a red gem. Almost like a dead look a little bit on this one. I really do like this. It's a nice matrix. I forgot to show it inside of Optimus Prime, but pretty much the same exact design, just different colors. That's about it for that. Alright, so moving on to the actual vehicles. Very similar vehicle modes. Especially with the Hasbro. It's also some of the same problems with transformation. You know, the legs kind of coming apart. You got to kind of hold them together and force them to stay together. Also, because of some of the paint, it is harder to get this all aligned right. And there's a little bit of paint thickness in the joints and in some of the places where it comes together. So it does tend to take a little bit of, force to get it in position, but it does ultimately transform and look good. So here's kind of a side shot of the two figures. And they do look good together. Obviously the Hasbro has kind of a raised Autobot symbol here. It's sort of on a piece of plastic, whereas this one is actually tampoed right on. It's not on a piece of plastic. So that's a difference between the Hasbro and Takara MP10s versus the MP-10B. Coming to the back here, now this is a repro label, so you'll have to ignore that, but pretty much the same look from the back. Any of these are things you see are repro labels, so you can ignore that. But aside from that, very similar look, very similar colors, just obviously changed out. So not much for differences, but the vehicle mode itself really does look good. And I think the reason why it looks so good is it's painted. The front cab is painted, the front piece here is painted. Everything on the side, it's all painted, whereas this was a molded plastic and it was kind of not as shiny. And that's what makes this vehicle mode special, is it really just has a nice glossy look to it. So that's pretty much it for vehicle mode. Obviously the trailer does fit on this guy. I'm not going to show that off. It's identical. It's an identical port for the trailer. There is a KO MP-10B trailer that's coming out on TF Direct, but I really have no need for the trailer, and I'm actually glad this didn't come with one because it's just an extra piece of plastic that I have no need for. Even this guy, I tend to not display it with the trailer because it just takes up a lot of room. So that is it, guys. This was a quick review just to kind of give you an idea of the differences on this, and also I'm still awaiting my next figure, which is going to be a KO Masterpiece Starscream MP-11. I will be comparing that to the official Takara MP-11. So go ahead, leave me some comments and subscribe and like if you like my videos, and we'll see you next time.